I'm Kris Foate. This is Monday Morning Jolt. Let's get started. Shirona?
Good morning. Today we have Kris Sanderson. Kris Sanderson does the Dale Carnegie training here in town. He is usually everywhere, but I met him recently because everybody says like you have to meet this guy Kris Sanderson, but I never got a chance to meet him. In fact, even Scott, who came on our show, told me like you have to meet this guy, but I have never seen him. So I invited him on Facebook. So he accepted my invitation, and there you are. And we went to something a couple of weeks ago, and he was there. And then since then, he has been in like 3 things that I was saying. Tell us more about what you do.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm. Some people call me the Chief Encouragement Officer. So I'm a facilitator, instructor, professor, call it what you will, for Dale Carnegie training here in Fort Wayne. So I run our 12-week program called the Dale Carnegie course, which is a course on dealing with the trickiest thing we all deal with, which is people. So, our biggest joys in life, our biggest disappointments, the most unpredictable thing we deal with is people. So that's what our course is about. Did that answer your question?
Yes, it did.
All right, good.
So, why are Mondays great? And I always like to add, if they are for you.
Yeah, every day is great that, we come up on the right side of the grass, right? I love Mondays because it's like a fresh start, even though every day is really just another day. It seems like Monday is a new chance to make a new beginning and set things off right. So I always try to get to a fast start on Monday. Somebody once told me that if you took a freight train and you put a 1x1 block of wood in front of that train while it's holding still, that the train actually with all its power can't get started. But that same train with going 60 miles an hour will go through 10 feet of concrete. So that's like Monday morning is that little block of wood. So our job is that on Monday morning, get that block out of the way so that train can start rolling.
Good.
Do you do anything special to kick off your Mondays? Do you have any?
It's a little bit embarrassing, but I watched a Zig Ziglar program one time. You guys know who Zig Ziglar
Yes.
is. Well, what's embarrassing is he said that the thing to do Monday morning is to literally, when the alarm goes off, literally jump out of bed. When your feet hit the floor, you say, "Oh my God, I'm so happy to have another day to be alive."
The power of positive.
So, yeah, believe it or not, that's what I do on Monday morning. I jump out of bed and I race like a madman to get the week started.
Now that's what we should do.
Yeah. Now, that's a whole other show altogether. But he said, Jim Rohn said that positive thinking has to be followed by positive doing. Carnegie said if you act enthusiastic, you will be enthusiastic because we can control our actions but not our emotions. But then Jim Rohn took it a step further and he said, yeah, all that's fine, but they'll come take away your furniture if you're just thinking positive. You've got to do something positive after you get done thinking positive. So that's the next step on Monday morning.
It's the doing part that people.
Yeah,
that's the hard part. Yeah, that's the hard part.
So would you recommend this to other people?
Absolutely. In fact, I'm going to ask you two to do it this Monday or next Monday, and then give a full reporting back to me on how that went.
Okay.
It really does make
I'll
a
try
difference.
it.
Oh, yeah.
It really does.
So do you have a philosophy by which you live and work, or an adage by which you live and
Well,
work?
I better. I teach Dale Carnegie, so I guess I live by those principles that we teach. But Dale Carnegie has a set of 30 principles, human relations principles on how to live your life. And so I guess if I had to narrow it down, I would take the first 3, which rule number 1 is don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Now that one rule alone, the people that come through our class, if they will implement that one rule for 1 week, their life will never be the same. Just stop criticize, condemning, and complaining anything. Because you're fighting with what is if you do that. And fighting with what is not a productive strategy, so I go with what is. I row with the current, not against the current when I'm able to. Rule 2 is show genuine appreciation. So a rule to live by that I would suggest for people is when you meet a new person, instead of thinking what is wrong or finding something to criticize, what do I like about this person immediately? And go with that attitude of what do I like about someone, and tell them, don't just think it, tell them about it. And then rule number 3 is make other people feel important and do it sincerely, not fake. But what really, they are important. I mean, every person we meet is important. So make them feel that way. that's how you guys are making me feel here today, so thank you.
Well, good.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Now, if you could select a superpower, and you can make one up, it doesn't have to be the regular superpower. What would it be?
I would have the superpower of breaking people's comfort zone down.
Aha!
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah,
Like putting Shirona in the middle.
Yeah, making them switch chairs, for example. You know, the things we always say in our class that the things we'll regret most in life are not the things that we did. Right? Our fears stop us from doing things for fear of the results. But when we look back, you know, when you are on our deathbed, it's not going to be the things that we did that we are disappointed about. Right, it's the things that we failed to do because our comfort zone or our self-doubt or our fear held us back. So if I could wave a magic wand for everyone I meet, I would take away their comfort zone, take away their fear of failure, and I think that would be a good superpower. I'm working on it.
That is wonderful.
So, Kris, we want to thank you for coming today. How do people get hold of you to do business with you?
Well, the good old-fashioned way is a telephone. So our number is 260-637-3511. And our website locally here is Fort Wayne, all spelled out, fortwayne.dalecarnegie.com.
There's no www, right?
You could put the W or not put the www.
I want to back up though, because
Please.
I'm not letting you off the hook as far as a secret.
Secret.
Something that nobody knows about you, not even somebody that's, all the people that are very close to you. I just want to know, what would surprise people if they knew, you know?
Well, there's two
You're a rock
things.
star or
There's two
something.
things that might surprise you. One is that I was the Steuben County watermelon seed spitting champion.
All right.
1987. That's something that you rather guess have bragged about.
I'm not very good. I've tried that. It doesn't work.
The other thing is I wanted to get into European business. That's what I studied in college. So I actually am a fluent French speaker, and I used to be fluent in Italian. So it doesn't do me much good unless I'm, you know, down at Joseph de Couy or a French place. But other than that, no secrets.
Again, we want to thank Kris, and I want to thank the people that are watching this show. This is Monday Morning Jolt. Use it.